Ever wonder if you could name all 50 states and their capitals? Welcome aboard our fascinating journey across the United States, a country as diverse as its 50 states. Today, we'll embark on an exciting exploration, delving into more than just names and places. We'll uncover each state's unique traits, its capital, its bird, its tree, its flag, and even its average temperature. A captivating tapestry of information awaits you. So, are you ready to expand your knowledge about the United States? Starting off with our first state, Alabama. The heart of Dixie, as it's fondly known, has its capital at Montgomery. The state bird is the yellowhammer, and the longleaf pine is the state tree. The Alabama flag is a simple yet striking white field with a red St. Andrew's cross. The average temperature ranges from a mild 53 degrees in winter to a balmy 89 degrees in summer. Moving westward to Alaska, the largest state in the U.S., its capital is Juneau. The willow ptarmigan is the state bird, and the Sitka spruce is the state tree. The flag of Alaska showcases the Big Dipper and the North Star, representing strength and the state's northern location. Its average temperature can dip as low as minus 22 degrees in winter and climb up to 60 degrees in summer. Next, we journey to Arizona, home to the Grand Canyon. The capital city is Phoenix. The cactus wren is the state bird, and the palo verde is the state tree. The flag of Arizona depicts rays of a setting sun against a copper star, representing its rich mineral resources. The average temperature swings from a cool 43 degrees in winter to a scorching 106 degrees in summer. Our fourth state is Arkansas, with its capital in Little Rock. The mockingbird is the state bird, and the pine is the state tree. The flag of Arkansas has 25 stars, symbolizing its admission as the 25th state of the Union. The average temperature ranges from a chilly 32 degrees in winter to a warm 92 degrees in summer. Next up is California, the Golden State with its capital in Sacramento. The California quail is the state bird, and the California redwood is the state tree. Its flag features the California grizzly bear, symbolizing strength. The average temperature varies from a cool 55 degrees in winter to a warm 85 degrees in summer. Finally, we have Florida, known as the Sunshine State, with its capital in Tallahassee. The mockingbird is the state bird, and the sabal palm is the state tree. The flag of Florida has a red cross on a white field, with the state seal in the center. The average temperature ranges from a mild 65 degrees in winter to a hot 91 degrees in summer. With Florida, we've covered our first 10 states. Let's continue to the next group. Moving forward, we come to Georgia. Known as the Peach State, Georgia's capital is Atlanta. The state bird of Georgia is the brown thrasher, and the state tree is the southern live oak. Georgia's flag is a combination of the first national flag of the Confederacy and the state seal on a field of blue. The average temperature in Georgia is a warm 70 degrees. Next, we find ourselves in Hawaii, an island paradise with Honolulu as its capital. The ning, also known as the Hawaiian goose, is the state bird, while the state tree is the kukui, or candlenut. Hawaii's flag is unique, bearing the Union Jack of the UK in the top left corner, a nod to the state's historical ties with Britain. The average temperature here is a balmy 75 degrees. Idaho, famously known as the Gem State, has Boise as its capital. The mountain bluebird is the state bird, and the western white pine is the state tree. Idaho's flag features the state seal on a field of blue. The average temperature in Idaho is a moderate 51 degrees. We then arrive in Illinois, the Prairie State. Illinois' capital is Springfield. The state bird is the northern cardinal, and the state tree is the white oak. Illinois' flag depicts the state seal on a field of white. The average temperature in Illinois is around 51 degrees. Next up is Indiana, also known as the Hoosier State. Indiana's capital is Indianapolis. The state bird is the northern cardinal, and the state tree is the tulip tree. Indiana's flag features a torch with rays and stars, symbolizing liberty and enlightenment. The average temperature in Indiana is about 52 degrees. Our last stop in this segment is Louisiana, the Pelican State. Baton Rouge is the capital, the state bird is the eastern brown pelican, and the state tree is the bald cypress. Louisiana's flag showcases a mother pelican in her piety. The average temperature in Louisiana is a warm 66 degrees. And with Louisiana, we've now journeyed through 20 states. Onward we go. Next up, we have Maine. The capital of Maine is Augusta. Known as the Pine Tree State, its state tree is, unsurprisingly, the eastern white pine. Maine's state bird, the black-capped chickadee, is as charming as the state itself. On average, Maine experiences a moderate climate, with temperatures ranging from cool to warm. Then we move to Maryland, with Annapolis as its capital. The Maryland state tree is the white oak, and its bird, the Baltimore oriole, is a vibrant splash of orange and black. Maryland's climate is quite varied, but generally it's considered to have a humid subtropical climate. Next in line is Massachusetts, where Boston is the capital. The American elm is the state tree, and the black-capped chickadee, just like in Maine, is the state bird. Massachusetts experiences a humid continental climate, with warm summers and cold, snowy winters. Michigan follows next. Its capital is Lansing, and it's known as the Great Lakes State. The state tree of Michigan is the eastern white pine, and the state bird is the American robin. Michigan has a continental climate with distinct seasons and significant temperature differences between summer and winter. Then, we have Minnesota, the North Star State. Its capital is St. Paul. The red pine is the state tree, and the common loon is the state bird. Minnesota experiences an extreme continental climate with very cold winters and hot summers. Mississippi comes next, with Jackson as its capital. The southern magnolia is the state tree, and the mockingbird is the state bird. Mississippi has a humid subtropical climate with long summers and short, mild winters. Missouri, known as the Show Me State, has Jefferson City as its capital. The flowering dogwood is the state tree, and the eastern bluebird is the state bird. Missouri experiences a mix of a humid continental and humid subtropical climate. Next is Montana, with Helena as its capital. The ponderosa pine is the state tree, and the western meadowlark is the state bird. Montana has a variable climate, characterized by cold winters and warm summers. Next comes Nebraska, with Lincoln as its capital. The cottonwood is the state tree, and the western meadowlark, also found in Montana, is the state bird. Nebraska has a continental climate with wide seasonal variations in temperature. And finally, Nevada, with Carson City as its capital. The single-leaf piñon is the state tree, and the mountain bluebird is the state bird. Nevada is mostly desert and semi-arid, with hot summers and cold winters. And Rhode Island wraps up this segment, bringing us to 30 states. We're over halfway there, starting this segment with South Carolina. The state capital is Columbia, known for its vibrant culture and history. The state bird is the Carolina wren, a songbird with a delightful melody, and the state tree is the palmetto, which is also featured on its flag. South Carolina boasts a pleasant average temperature of around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Next up, we have South Dakota, with Pierre as its capital. Their state bird is the ring-necked pheasant, and their state tree is the Black Hills spruce. The state experiences a more varied climate, with temperatures ranging from chilly winters to warm summers. Tennessee follows, with Nashville as its capital. The mockingbird, known for its unique ability to mimic the songs of other birds, is Tennessee's state bird. The state tree is the tulip poplar, and the state experiences a mild climate with temperatures averaging around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Next in line is Texas, the Lone Star State, with Austin as its capital. The state bird is the northern mockingbird, and the state tree is the pecan tree. Its climate varies greatly due to its vast size. Utah, with Salt Lake City as its capital, is next. The state bird is the California gull, and the state tree is the quaking aspen. Utah sees a wide range of temperatures due to its diverse geography. Vermont follows with Montpelier as its capital. The hermit thrush is the state bird, and the sugar maple is the state tree. Vermont experiences a cold climate with a yearly average temperature of around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Virginia, with Richmond as its capital, has the northern cardinal as its state bird and the flowering dogwood as its state tree. It enjoys a temperate climate with 4 distinct seasons. Washington, with Olympia as its capital, has the American goldfinch as its state bird and the western hemlock as its state tree. It has a temperate maritime climate. West Virginia, with Charleston as its capital, is next. The state bird is the northern cardinal, and the state tree is the sugar maple. West Virginia experiences a humid subtropical climate. Wisconsin follows, with Madison as its capital. The American robin is the state bird, and the sugar maple is the state tree. Wisconsin has a humid continental climate. And finally, we reach Wyoming, with Cheyenne as its capital. The state bird is the western meadowlark, and the state tree is the plains cottonwood. Wyoming experiences a semi-arid and continental climate. And with Wyoming, we've now covered all 50 states from A to Z. Wow, what a journey across the United States we've had. We've discovered the unique birds, trees, flags, and climates that make each state special. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of all 50 states and their unique characteristics. Thanks for joining us on this knowledge-filled journey.